I saw this particular clip trending on my FYP, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say about it. Now, this is a particular clip of what an African woman actually did. Honestly, for me as an African, seeing that, I would say I was not quite too impressed with that, despite the fact that I saw from the comment section that a lot of Africans were actually very comfortable laughing and even saying that, yeah, that is what is good for Americans right now. I didn't see anything funny about this clip. That's just the honest truth. But anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And if you're watching, especially as an American or as someone from Africa, I really want to get your honest opinion about this particular clips that you're about to watch. With that being said, let's dive right into this video, and this is just for educational purposes. Let's go, guys.
So I'm sure most of you have seen this viral video where this young lady from Africa absolutely cooked us, roasted us, deep broiled us. In regards to, how Americans made the jokes about Africa and calling them poor, and those infomercials that used to come on. Well, she did like a cute little key back on the United States citizens because we lost our food stamps or whatever the case may be. And the reason I want to make this video is because one thing I love about Black Americans especially is two things. One, they know how to take accountability for the most part. And two, they know how to take a goddamn joke for the most part. I wanted to give Black Americans their props for not being weird about it and going to her comment section and trying to mass report her and trying to make 20-minute videos, trying to get paid off of you get what I'm trying to say. Black Americans wasn't on that type of time. They saw her video, they laughed their ass off, and they're like, yeah, you know what? We had it coming. We had it coming. I love to see shit like that. Shouts out to Black Americans for that, for real.
A lady in South Africa that did a spoof with her kids about Americans not eating. She's sitting at the table and she goes, eat all your food, kids. There's children in America that are in our country right now. And it's shameful.
Dear United States, we had this coming. Listen to this.
You must eat all of your food, children. You must eat all of your foods. There are hungry children starving in America.
And in case you didn't get the reference, it comes to eat all your food. There's hungry children in Africa. So yeah, we had this coming. But anyways, I want to remind you that I'm still in Uganda, one of the 54 countries in Africa, known as the Pearl of Africa. And I want to show you guys my view. This is my view outside of my sister-in-law's home. It's not what it's perceived with the stuff that we see in the United States. Look at that beautiful sunset. Where we're told that everybody lives in a hut, in dirt, and it's not a civilized country or a civilized continent at that. And everybody likes to degrade it and call it a third world country. Yeah, they have every right to be making fun of us for all the stuff that we've said. We had it coming. But hopefully, the United States, we can get it together soon because this is embarrassing. Very, very, very embarrassing.
Have y'all seen the TikTok where the African lady she feeding her kids and she says, "Children, eat all your food because there's Americans starving." it's it we deserve it because we grew up with that. And then there's another one. She said, "For 54 cents a day, you can feed an American." We grew up hearing that you got to finish your food because there's kids in Africa starving, and now I guess we know how it feels. Touche, lady. Well played. You can't even be mad at it. I think that we all need a chuckle. Please don't send me hate mail saying, well, there's really are people. It is very serious, but I'm just saying we did grow up hearing that. And the lady does deserve to roast us because of now that the shoe is on the other foot. Yeah, we hear how ridiculous it sounds to say that 54 cent can feed a family of four. But we believed it and we would send our money in. I want to save the people over in Africa. Lady, you made my day with that one.
Did y'all see the African mom clowning Americans? Watch this.
You must eat all of your food, children. You must eat all of your foods. There are hungry children starving in America.
Africa, get y'all moms, man. We going through enough bullshit with Dookie Booty. We don't need this karma right now. The Supreme Court just told Dookie and his administration they ain't got to pay out the SNAP benefits. And here y'all go poking fun at our starving babies. Fucked up, man. They granted them a temporary pause on distributing the full SNAP benefits. And now they get to wait until the appeal is resolved. That means that they don't have to immediately disperse the SNAP benefits. They can wait until the appeals court resolves this matter. But their whole argument with the appeals court is that they don't have the funding for SNAP, that they would have to pull from other programs, and that it would create illegal/constitutional issues. Now, why the fuck wouldn't they have the emergency funds for SNAP? Why wouldn't they have the funds that were reserved for SNAP in case the government shut down? Where the fuck are they? So hopefully the appeals court will enforce the first ruling instead of overturn it, and then they'll have to pay out the full benefits. But as of right now, most people have not got their SNAP benefits. Some people have gotten SNAP benefits, which I think is state funded. I don't think it's coming out of the emergency federal fund. I think it's coming out of your state emergency fund. So for those people who have gotten their SNAP benefits, that's probably where it came from. But ain't nobody got their stamps yet where I'm at. So I guess it's state by state. Hopefully they get this shit resolved by Monday, Tuesday, soon. But I ain't even gonna lie, we deserve that karma. She got her lick back for her whole continent.
Yo, to the African lady who told her kids she need to eat because there's starving kids in America, bravo, ma'am. Bravo. You won Video of the Year. Okay? The ultimate Uno reverse. That joint is so hilarious, especially with what's going on. It's like, can you imagine? And like, I'm a visual person in my head, so like, I'll be creating scenarios. So it's like, you know, they're gonna have like this little bony kid walking through the streets of Alabama with like a tattered MAGA shirt on, and the joint's gonna come on with it. In the arms of the angel. Just for 50 cents a day, you too can feed an American child. Oh my goodness, boy. In Alabama, they are really hungry. The commercials. And then like, yo, what Africans need to do right now is they need to get together and they need to do a feed the world towards America. Like, I'm telling y'all, that would be chef's kiss. Heck, I even do it. Because if y'all don't know, back in the 80s, when they were talking about Africa and the drought and them not having food, like a bunch of UK singers did a song like, do they know it's Christmas time at all? Because, you know, what's going on over there at the time. So if y'all do that, do they know it's Christmas time at all? Like, man, listen. I might have to do that my doggone self, because that would just be the cherry on top of an already crazy situation. What's happening? When 2020 happened, we had to cross over into a portal or something. Like, something happened to the world and things just got ridiculous. We still got 5 more years of this decade. Lord Jesus. God help us all.
Karma is a bitch. And she funny as fuck too. And I don't care what y'all say, but that African lady making fun of starving American kids is funny as fuck. When I saw her very first video where she's sitting at the table and she's unctioning the children to eat their food because they are starving children in America, I almost fell off my fucking couch. I remember the way that they played those motherfucking commercials, always asking for money to feed African kids. And now the tables have turned. We don't even need to get into the reasons why, but the tables have turned and it is funny as fuck. And then there's another video of her asking you to be, and there's another video of her talking about you being a sponsor for only 53 cents a day so you could feed a starving American child. Go watch the videos. That's it. That's all. Bye.
Guys, I've been laughing since morning.
Americans, how did the tables turn? Like 50 years after the tables have turned. How did you guys get here? If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch this.
You must eat all of your food, children. You must eat all of your foods. There are hungry children starving in America.
This should be this video is going viral. Like, how is it possible? Did you hear the sound? Like the the sound played, and then the fact that it's the fact that people can't fathom the fact that she's saying that kids are going hungry in America. Like, Americans are not gonna take this lightly. They're not gonna take this line down. It's there's another video she did begging for money.
And to the African lady that got on here that encouraged her kids to eat because there are starving kids in America is wild.
Nah, the way that African lady just pulled the Uno reverse is funny as fuck. Because why the fuck did she tell her kids, oh, that they need to eat all their food because there's kids in America starving? Shorty waited her whole life to say that, because that's like, you know, us seeing the commercial of, you know, the African kids starving. Like, y'all play too much. Y'all play too much.
There's a video of an African woman on here telling her kids to eat because kids in America are starving. Man, when I say that shit is so motherfucking funny, if you don't find that shit funny at all, you just don't have no fucking humor. Because all these years, America have said Africans don't have no food, they don't wear no shoes, they live in mud houses, they chase lions. There's been so many stereotypes about Africa that led Americans to really think that's how it is back there. And I know because I'm African myself. When I say she Una reversed it on your ass, this is the funniest shit I have seen all fucking morning. And then she had the nerves to play the song in the background. In the arms of the angel. You know, that song is supposed to make you want to donate. That shit is so funny as fuck. And I kudo her for that because, sister, they play with us so long. This is our moment to shine now. I live in the U.S. though, but I'm still sad because we are literally going through starvation due to the government shutdown. No EBT. People are going to nearby food banks and they're running out of food. Now Africa has to collect money to feed the American children. That shit is so funny as fuck. And if you don't find it funny, you just take life extremely too.
Now, I don't know if a lot of people done ran across this video, but this video is trending on my FYP. So basically, it's a lady in Africa, and she's making fun of the people in the U.S. Y'all remember years ago when we used to have the commercials where you used to have to send money to sponsor a child in Africa, feed a child? Well, this lady looks like she's getting her lick back on the USA. So basically, she made a little video saying that the people here are starving and would you like to sponsor somebody in the USA? Guess what I did? I politely dropped my baby picture in the comments. Because please, sponsor me. Sponsor me, Africa. And when I tell y'all she waited her whole life for that moment, I can't even lie. She got one in on us. She got one in on us. Uno reverse. And TikTok, this is for entertainment purpose. I'm only on here to bring awareness to my friends for educational purposes only. Y'all like, share, comment, and repost. And y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. I'm going to call y'all back. Pick up the phone. Bye.
Why is the African woman making fun of hunger in the USA? That viral clip of an African woman joking about hungry Americans has everyone talking and arguing. In the video, she laughs while telling her kids to eat their food because children in America are hungry. On the surface, it sounds like harmless humor, maybe even a clever reversal of what many of us grew up hearing. Children in Africa are starving, so finish your plate. But the internet doesn't miss a thing, and the reactions have been explosive. For many African viewers, the clip is satire, a way to flip Western narratives that have, for decades, painted Africa as the face of poverty while assuming America has it all. It's social commentary dressed as humor. See? Even Americans struggle now. For American viewers, though, the timing feels cruel. Hunger in the U.S. is at a record high. Millions are relying on food banks, and food prices are still soaring. SNAP food stamp benefits have been reduced in many states, leaving families with impossible choices, groceries or rent. So when someone laughs about hungry Americans, it doesn't feel like a meme. It feels like mockery of real pain. This isn't just about one video. It's about how humor changes meaning across borders. What's funny in Lagos might sting in Los Angeles. Online, jokes travel faster than context, and by the time they land, empathy often gets lost. The African woman's intention might have been playful, maybe even empowering, a reminder that poverty isn't just an African issue. But when that humor crosses into communities actually facing food insecurity, the punchline feels like a punch. Hunger is global. Whether in Nairobi, New York, or New Orleans, people are struggling to afford food in 2025. Laughing about it, anywhere, says more about our disconnection than our differences. Maybe this moment is a mirror. It's showing us how quick we are to point fingers, laugh at others' pain, and forget that empathy doesn't have borders. So before we hit share on the next viral clip, maybe we should ask, are we laughing at each other? Or learning from each other?
If you were born in the 80s and 90s, come look at this. You cannot tell me your mom didn't say this to you, but they got us out here looking crazy to the rest of the world. You must eat all of your food, children. You must eat all of your foods. There are hungry children starving in America.
Is it a key or funny that kids may be hungry in America and y'all duck asses laughing? When it could be your neighbor, your cousin, your aunt, your sister, your brother, kids hungry. And instead of saying what we could do as a community to make sure these kids eat and are fed, y'all laughing with motherfuckers that would wish and pray to switch places with you.
I see a lot of these videos going around, and here's the reason I'm making this video is like, why are you surprised? Did it have to hit home for you to realize how bad and evil people are? When they were laughing, a lot of us spent our whole lifetimes hearing people laugh about starving kids in Africa. You didn't think it's the same thing, just different locations. Or what, the African kids deserve to starve? The last few months, we've seen the reaction to starving Palestinian and Sudanese kids. We've seen people laughing about Sudanese kids. We've seen, in the last 30 days, for some reason, Dubai has noticed the effort of that people have started calling it out. Dubai now has been paying Arab influencers to counter the narrative. Instead, the Arab influencers are laughing at Sudanese kids. They're literally coming out in Arab to make videos. Like, I don't know if you know that's happening, but yeah, a lot of influencers have come out. Arab UAE influencers have been coming out to mock the Sudanese people and make fun of them and laugh at them. I don't know I don't know how that works, but you didn't think that was a problem then? Again, I'm African. My whole life in this country, I've heard I don't think I've ever gone 120 days without hearing someone make a joke or some reference about starving children in Africa, and everyone's laughing now that the starving children in America, everyone suddenly wants to be worried. Okay.
Now, who doesn't know this saying? Eat your food, eat everything on your plate, because there are children in Africa starving. You all know that, right? Well, we need to stop saying that. And we need to stop showing ads of all those people in Africa. They need to change the ad. People in America are starving. People in America are starving. People in America are starving. So let's see the ads from Save the Children and everybody else that asks for money. People in America are starving. Let's stop using Africa as a place where we need to send money, as opposed to the people in America are starving while Trump and his billionaires lavish themselves. Okay?
I'm not pro-Palestine, and I'm not pro-Israel. I don't care about the nations whatsoever. I care about the people of them, of course. because they're suffering on both sides, and it's pretty fucking wrong. But I am pro-America. I don't need to support another country when I live in this one. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I was on live and a friend told me about the African lady saying how kids are starving in America. I can't, cause what?
Parents in Africa are telling their children to finish their meal because they're starving children in the United States that don't have it like this. I'm not trying to be funny, it's true. 4 million foster kids, their foster parents did not get their SNAP food assistance yesterday. And another 4 million foster kids, they're not getting theirs today. I don't care how your bread is sliced or how it's buttered. If you can look and see a president throwing a $20 million Halloween party and putting up a $230 million ballroom, spending billions of dollars on his own military, if you don't see this as being effed up, you are brainwashed. He's literally destroying the farmers and then bringing in competition for what little the farmers can sell here in the United States. I don't know how you slice your shit cake, but no matter how you slice it, it's still shit cake. And right now in America, it's at the darkest, most disgusting place I've ever seen America. It's literally...
Did y'all see the video of the African mom telling her kids to eat all of their food because they're starving children in America? She clocked her teeth.
Man, that African queen got on this black app and said, "You must eat all of your food, children. Eat all of it. There are starving children in America." Boy, if I tell you what, we might as well be playing Uno. That was one hell of a reverse Uno card. What? What?
Finish that food. There's children starving in America. I mean, we grew up seeing, hey, for 5 cents a day, for 15 cents a day, you can feed a starving African child. Bitch, for not even that. Shit's expensive. Unless you like feeding your kids cup noodles on some shit, then you could get away with like maybe $5 a day, but they'll sell $150 a month. For $150 a month. A bunch of commercials of a bunch of little country white kids. In the arms of an angel. It's just starving American fucking children holding up their empty food stamp cards. Oh my God. Yes, I'm making light of the situation. At least attempting to. I know it's not funny and people are actually really going to go hungry. And I know it's not going to just be white children that are going to be affected by this. But like, come on now, dude. This shit's ridiculous.
So that lady, Envy Finesse, that lady from Africa making all these videos, made a video that hurt my heart that I saw because I be watching her page now. She said that in America, you can work from the time you're 16 to the age of 65. And when you get to that retirement age, they take all of your benefits. So in other words, she's saying that you work all of your life in America. They're trying to set it up this way. You can work all your life in America. And at the end of the day, they're going to take everything that you work hard for. Everything. When I tell you some of that stuff that lady talking about over there, it's disturbing and true. So right now, it was funny at first when she was talking about feeding the kids and all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. But some of that stuff she over there talking about, she ain't lying. She telling the truth. So now this thing done flip, because America's supposed to be the land of the free. But is it really freedom over here? That's what she's talking about. She's talking about some real stuff over there. And I can't stay off the page. But when I saw that video right there, it did something to me. So you mean to tell me the way your government is trying to set everything up over here, a person that works all of their life, a hard-working American citizen that works, get it out the mud, they work, hard-working American citizen. They're trying to set it up so when you get to your retirement age, 65, they take your benefits. They take everything. So when you say benefits, to me, when you take your benefits, you try to take my insurance, health care, and my retirement, Social Security, that I paid into my whole life. That's something to think about. But that one right there wasn't too funny to me. What y'all think? It wasn't funny to me.
Do you guys remember those videos that used to say, for 50 cents a day, you can feed a kid in Africa? I thought as a Nigerian that was the biggest scam of the century. That was a heist. Because when they use the word Africa as a whole, I'm thinking they're feeding the whole continent of Africa. Now, there might be instances where they visited small villages to do some community project or whatever. But I want to know, are there any Africans out there who benefited from that 25 cents a day? Everybody is quick to call Nigerians scammers. But man, if all the technology started in America and the Western world, what makes y'all think that Nigerians are like the scammers? This cultural belief that Africans need this and that is a lot of nonsense. And they had that sad song, "In the Eyes of the Angel." Who benefited from that?
I'm not gonna even hide it. I'm dropping a hot pocket right now, but I just saw this African lady recording her kids eating at the table, and she said, "Kids, you better eat it all. There are starving kids in America."
Yo, that thing in the White House got us looking so bad right now. Even Africans in Africa right now are even trying to take up a donation so they can feed our hungry children right now. Now, we used to say the same shit about Africans. Donate 50 cents a day that can help feed a starving child in Africa. And now Africans are saying donate 50 cents so they can feed a starving child in America. Boy, how the tables have turned. How the tables have really turned, man. We are officially the laughing stock of the world, man. Like, everybody sees us as a joke, man. That thing in the White House really got us out here looking bad, yo. We're the joke. America is a joke. Trump, that thing, that idiot, has turned this country into a joke. Starving. It's so bad that Africa is trying to take up donations to feed our starving children. That gotta be bad. But hey, we deserve that. We deserve
and stuff, and they show you what you can do with your money and stuff. Ain't it funny how them tables done turned because of your president? This is a sad day in America when an African lady can get on here on TikTok, on this TikTok app, and sit up here and make a mockery of us. She's sitting up here telling her kids to make sure they eat all their food, and they eating well too. They eating a well stacked meal over there, and telling them to make sure they eat every drop of their food, because the people in America, are starving over there. It's a shame. It's a shame. What y'all gonna do with y'all president? Lord, got the Africans making fun of us. Lord have mercy.
Anyways, welcome back, guys, and I hope you guys have seen all of that clip. And from my own perspective, I believe that some persons can actually see reasons why I said I was not really comfortable with this video. So this is an African woman and telling her children to eat up, that they are starving babies or they are starving children in America. I don't have an issue that, yes, right now we know the current situation of Americans. We know that a lot of SNAP benefit and every other thing that has literally been dragging a lot of Americans backward. We know that we've seen different videos where you can literally hear some Americans saying, yes, they can eat, their children are starving. How can they even feed their kids, and so on and so forth. But for the fact that she actually says starving children is what I was really concerned of. And I don't know, maybe her intention of filming this video might actually be good, because I saw that from some parts of the clips that are even inserted here, she was doing something like raising funds to feed starving babies in America and starving children in America and blah blah blah, stuff like that. Her intention might be good, but I just feel like the notation towards it, for me, it's not quite too favorable as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I would have even loved it if she really directed it to the orange man and make it look plain that the orange man is actually starving a lot of people in America, because that is the person that is actually doing this. Yeah, that is the person that literally do not want people to eat. That is the person that literally do not want even children to feed. So if she would have directed it, I would have loved it so much. But she trended on this note, and I don't know. For some Americans as well, they are saying that that is actually not a bad video, that that was actually a good video. And why some are saying that that is actually a good video is because they said that there was a time, I can also recall of watching clips or videos like that, where some persons would be like, oh, let's raise fund for African children, let's raise some cents for Africans to feed one African starving baby, stuff like that. And a lot of them are saying like this is like reverses the case. So that is why they are actually excited that this is actually happening. I don't know, I have a bed on my window. So that is it. I don't know if that is like a reverse, because Americans have once been saying that they want to feed Africans, blah blah blah, east, west, north, and south. And right now she said that her children should actually eat up because they are starving children in America. Why some are seeing it as it is okay, some are also seeing it like this is actually a mockery. Like there's actually one white lady's video that went viral, and of which her own, you know me, that anything that is not relating to people that look like me, like I don't even vibe with it. Like when she did her own video where she was like dragging the lady, blah blah blah, was like, can you just shut up and stop bringing the racism inside of you? Let Black Americans that know exactly what to say, let them actually say it. Do you guys get? A lot disagreed, a lot agreed, and blah 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 whatsoever. But if you're watching this video, let me know your honest opinion in the comment section. I just want to know your take on this whole thing. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do what, subscribe, like this video, drop me your honest comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. I'm going to say a very big thank you to every single one of you watching my videos, dropping commentaries. I really appreciate. I do not take you guys for granted. And guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.